What is the difference between communism and fascism? Have you ever wondered how two seemingly opposing systems, like communism and fascism, can shape societies in such different ways? Let's break down the key differences between these two political and economic systems. Communism is built on the idea of a classless society. In this system, all property is owned collectively. The goal is to distribute wealth based on need, aiming to eliminate social hierarchies. Communism seeks to create equality among all people by removing the influence of wealthy elites. It often calls for a revolution to overthrow capitalist structures. A centralized government typically manages the economy and society until a stateless, classless society is achieved. In contrast, fascism is a far-right ideology that emphasizes a strong authoritarian government. This system is often led by a single leader or dictator. Fascism rejects the idea of equality and promotes strict social hierarchies, often based on nationalism, race, or ethnicity. Unlike communism, fascism does not aim to abolish private property or class distinctions. Instead, it collaborates with powerful business interests to maintain control while prioritizing the goals of the state. Now, let's talk about socialism, which occupies a middle ground in this discussion. Socialism supports collective ownership of key industries but generally allows for private property and democratic governance. Socialists advocate for reducing economic inequality and expanding public services without seeking the complete abolition of private property. Unlike communism, socialism does not call for a violent overthrow of existing systems. It also stands in opposition to fascism, viewing it as oppressive and anti-democratic. When we look at the practical differences, communism aims to end private property and class distinctions through revolution and central planning. Fascism, on the other hand, enforces hierarchy and loyalty to a strong leader, often using nationalism and repression. Socialism seeks to reduce inequality and expand public ownership within a democratic framework. From a socialist viewpoint, both communism and fascism are seen as extremes. Communism is viewed as an extreme of socialism, advocating for revolutionary change. Fascism is seen as an extreme of authoritarianism that opposes socialist ideals of equality and democracy. Socialists typically reject the authoritarianism of both systems, preferring gradual, democratic reforms to create a more just society. Understanding the differences between communism and fascism helps clarify how these systems impact economic and social structures. Each has its own goals and methods, shaping the lives of people in distinct ways.